Welcome back to Kingdom Treasures, where we delve into the mysteries of ancient texts and uncover the lessons they hold for us today. Have you ever wondered what really happened in the biblical cities of Sodom and Gomorrah? What were the sins so grievous that they led to their complete annihilation? In today's video, we will explore the 5 sins that sealed the fate of Sodom and Gomorrah. By understanding these ancient transgressions, we might gain insights into our own lives and society. So, let's embark on this introspective journey together. Sodom and Gomorrah are among the most infamous cities mentioned in the book of Genesis. These cities were situated near the Dead Sea, a region known not only for its fertile land, but also for its prosperous inhabitants. The lush and productive nature of the landscape made it an ideal location for thriving communities, which subsequently attracted a significant population. This prosperity, however, became overshadowed by the infamous reputation of the cities. Their notoriety doesn't stem from their wealth, but from their unparalleled wickedness. Despite the abundance of resources and the potential for benevolent growth, the inhabitants of Sodom and Gomorrah engaged in behaviors and practices that were deemed abhorrently sinful. This wickedness was so pervasive and extreme that it became emblematic of the utmost moral decay. The Bible narrates various transgressions committed by the residents, painting a picture of a society that had entirely abandoned righteousness and embraced corruption. The relentless pursuit of immoral activities and disregard for divine laws reached a point where the cities became synonymous with the pinnacle of human vice and depravity. Consequently, this utter defiance and moral collapse prompted divine retribution. Thus, Sodom and Gomorrah serve as a cautionary tale within biblical texts, illustrating the severe consequences of moral degeneration and the imperative to uphold ethical standards. Their story highlights the catastrophic results of allowing societal corruption to fester unchecked, ultimately leading to their complete and utter destruction. Unlike natural disasters that have struck other ancient civilizations, the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah was an act of divine judgment. According to Genesis 19:24-25, God rained down burning sulfur on these cities, wiping them off the face of the earth. This wasn't a random event, but a calculated act to eliminate the pervasive evil within. To draw a parallel, consider Pompeii, which was destroyed by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD. While Pompeii's destruction was a natural disaster, Sodom and Gomorrah faced divine retribution. This distinction underscores the severity of their sins and serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of moral decay. Why should we care about events that transpired thousands of years ago? Because history has a way of repeating itself. The story of Sodom and Gomorrah isn't just an ancient tale, it's a cautionary narrative that holds relevance even today. By examining their downfall, we can identify similar patterns in our own society and take steps to avoid a similar fate. The first sin that led to the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah was wickedness. This term encompasses a range of morally evil actions, including deceit, violence, and murder. In Genesis 18:20-21, God mentions that the outcry against Sodom and Gomorrah is so great and their sin so grievous. The pervasive evil in these cities left no room for redemption, leading God to decide on complete annihilation. Although not explicitly mentioned in Genesis, idolatry is inferred as another grave sin of these cities. Romans 25 states, "They exchanged the truth about God for a lie and worshipped and served created things rather than the Creator." This act of turning away from divine truth further alienated them from God's grace, reflecting the same consequences seen in Deuteronomy 29:18-19. The third sin often associated with Sodom and Gomorrah is homosexuality. However, it's crucial to understand that it wasn't merely homosexuality, but sexual immorality in general, that contributed to their downfall. Various passages like Leviticus 18:22 and Romans 1:26-27 highlight sexual immorality as prevalent, but emphasize that sexual violence and perversion were at the core of their wickedness. Jude 1:7 further underscores this by stating, Sodom and Gomorrah gave themselves up to sexual immorality and perversion. The fourth sin was idleness, which led to moral decay. Ezekiel 16:49-50 describes Sodom's inhabitants as arrogant, overfed, and unconcerned. They did not help the poor and needy. Their affluent lifestyles bred complacency and neglect for those in need, further deepening their moral corruption. Lastly, pride was a significant factor in their destruction. Isaiah 3:8-9 illustrates how the prideful nature of Sodom's inhabitants led them to revel openly in their sins without any fear or shame. This arrogance made them believe they were untouchable, ultimately sealing their fate. The story of Sodom and Gomorrah isn't just an ancient tale, it's a mirror reflecting our own society's moral challenges. From widespread corruption to rampant idolatry, many parallels can be drawn between then and now. By understanding these sins, we can better navigate our own moral landscape. Righteousness isn't just about following rules, it's about living a life aligned with divine principles. The inhabitants of Sodom and Gomorrah failed to uphold these principles, leading to their downfall. Proverbs 11 reminds us, the righteousness of the blameless makes their paths straight, but the wicked are brought down by their own wickedness. Their story serves as a stark reminder that righteousness is essential for both individual well-being and societal harmony. One crucial takeaway from this story is the need for spiritual awakening. Recognizing signs of moral decay in ourselves and our society can help us take corrective actions before it's too late. Just as God sent warnings through prophets like Abraham before destroying these cities, Ephesians 5:14 calls us to, "Wake up, sleeper, rise from the dead, and Christ will shine on you." We too receive warnings through various means today. The story calls us not only to reflect, but also to act. Embracing a life rooted in virtue and faith can help us avoid paths leading to destruction. Whether it's through small daily actions or larger societal changes, each step towards righteousness counts. James 2:17 reminds us, "Faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead." Take a moment to introspect. Are there areas in your life where you might be straying from righteousness? Identifying these areas is the first step towards making meaningful changes. If you found this exploration insightful, consider subscribing to Kingdom Treasures. Join our community where we delve into ancient texts and uncover timeless lessons together. Help us spread this message by sharing this video with your friends and family. The lessons from Sodom and Gomorrah are timeless and can benefit everyone. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic. Leave a comment below with your reflections or any questions you might have. Let's engage in meaningful conversations that help us all grow spiritually. Thank you for joining us on this introspective journey through one of history's most profound stories. Until next time, stay blessed.